want Israel divided. Go ahead.
And is returned unto her father's house as in her youth.
As in her youth. Go ahead.
She shall eat of her father's meat.
Just like Esau and Jacob. Esau ate of his father's venison. You know? Go ahead.
But there shall.
That's just more than meat itself. It's a setting. It's how you eat. It's who you eat with. That's that whole orchestration. You know. That's why it says you shall not eat. Set your table with a table of devils. You know. And the table you can't eat at the table of devils and the table of the Most High. So anytime like somebody invites you to their house to eat, that means they really like you, man. Huh? They want you to sup with them. They want to hear about, more about you, and they want to embrace you into the family. Just like when a man meets a woman, and the woman's father say, "Well, my father, we're having dinner tonight. They want you to come over and eat with us because you're about to be engaged or whatever." So that's a formal setting of how we usually do things. Go ahead.
But there shall no stranger eat thereof.
See? No stranger eat thereof. So when Paul was talking about meat, it's different. It's strangers. The law was so strict that if your daughter being a widow returning back to her father's house, not married, and the stranger couldn't even eat with her. It's more on that though too.
Oh yeah, I was
Yeah.
Go to 23.
Yeah. So that's how Israel. If you outside of the Israel, you consider a stranger. That's how strict they were with strangers. Even if you was an Israelite, they'd be like, "Well, you must have did something. You got thrown out of the land or something. Like, why are you so distant? And why what had you to be on the outside of Israel? You don't even come to the Passover. Now you want to come to the Passover, you know?" Well, like I said, our people got scattered in Gentile state of mind, and a lot of our people knew about the Passover. Some knew about the Passover, but nobody could go to Jerusalem like every year and shit. Like all the brothers. So we keep Passover here. So does that mean we heathen just because we can't make it to Jerusalem? Our land is defiled with the heathens. Most I ain't gonna let us have Passover over there and then rats over there, man. So, but does that make us heathens because we don't celebrate the Passover in Jerusalem? Nah, man, we still Israelites. Go ahead.
This is Leviticus chapter 22, verse 14. And it reads, and if a man eat of the holy thing unwittingly, then he shall put the fifth part thereof unto it, and shall give it.
So that was the point on that about the daughter. She shouldn't read that again about the daughter.
Or back to 13.
Yeah,
We can start at 12.
Yeah, 12.
Okay, we'll start at 12. This is Leviticus chapter 22, verse 12. And it reads, if the priest's daughter also be married unto a stranger.
Now that's another thing. Priests had different. It's a different office. They were the oracles, a portion of the Most High. So that's why you had to report to them with leprosy or any kind of sickness. You got to report to the priest. Now that we scattered, we don't have really our priesthood got disrupted and corrupted. So now Most High is setting up spiritual priests. And you gotta watch those men calling themselves priests too. A lot of them, they go back to it. They're doing whatever they want in the world and still be trying to be priests. So that's how you know we had a strict order and supervision of our daughters. Go ahead. And our sons, but we especially kept watch over our daughters. They'll jump the fence, so to speak. Yeah. They go out the way. You see how they are now, Sukihana and all them, and who are that? Sexy Red, and they Hebrew daughters, but they corrupted, and because there's no real supervision, there's no lawful supervision over them. So they panties all over the nations and shit, all over the stage and all that. Man. Dirty draws, man. Making sex tapes and making it public and shit, or it be leaked and shit. Man. Where are the shameful fathers? Like it said the whore's daughter should bring shame to a father, but the father ain't shame no more. Go ahead, because they're not true fathers. The true fathers are the ones that doing this work. Go ahead.
You may not eat of an offering of holy things. Okay, verse 12. If the priest's daughter also be married unto a stranger.
See, if she be married to this stranger, she can't even eat things holy unto the priest. Go ahead.
She may not eat of an offering of holy things.
See, go ahead.
Verse 13. But if the priest's daughter be a widow or divorced and have no child.
And that's concerning Israel too, because if you Israelite, you're a stranger, they're gonna treat you like a stranger. You gotta earn certain levels of even citizenship. You know, who created citizenship? Not Esau, because he don't go by citizenship. He just conquers land. He don't abide. The only reason he set up citizenship to keep people tracked and keep people in order and shit like that was his purpose. But true citizenship, you don't know about that. That's why he say, "Oh, y'all ain't in Jerusalem, so how can y'all be the real Jews?" Well, Jerusalem as a people before it is a place. Our citizenship is spiritual, man. And we do things according to how the Jews did it back then. A lot of things, even in our Gentile state of mind. Shit, I wouldn't eat no rat, cat, and dog and shit. Still don't eat it now. You know, ain't no Israelite, so-called black man, Latino, shooting arrows and owls and shit. And all those abominable things in the scriptures, man. Or swimming in the lake and going and get the bottom feeders and shit. That's Esau, man. How did the bottom feeders of the ocean get onto the plate and the menus of these restaurants? Jake ain't doing that. Diving with the, you know? Yeah, the snorkel and shit. You know, Jake just buys shit that's already on that Esau got on the shelf already. Go ahead.
Verse 13. But if the priest's daughter be a widow or divorced,
If she be a widow or divorced, what's she gonna do eventually? Go ahead.
and have no child,
And no child. Go ahead.
and is returned unto her father's
She's gonna
house,
go back to her father because she wants male supervision. Go ahead.
as in her youth.
As in her youth. Go ahead. Like that's how you supposed to grow up under your father, even in your youth. So if you're a daughter and you go out there and you eat with strangers and shit, but you have no widow. I mean, you're a widow. You have been married and no child. You know, you might even get treated like an outcast. You're gonna return back to your father. Go ahead.
She shall eat of her father's meat,
She's gonna eat of her father's meat. Go ahead.
but there shall be no stranger. But it says, but there shall be no stranger eat to her.
There's no stranger eat there. So I'm just saying. I'm just going to that scripture to let you know how strict the law was. Man. So when Paul was talking about meat, he was talking about concerning because he's part of the Jew sect. You know. So they had strict laws. That's why they were afraid of the laws of Moses. Like, damn, 2 or 3 witnesses, you dead? I ain't got a chance, man. And the Gentiles, our people in the Gentile state of mind, they would hear about the Jews' law. That's why that one woman said, ain't it not right to, it's lawful to, it's not lawful to keep, for a Jew to keep company with him that's not a Jew. You know? And our people act the same way today. Like I heard about them Israelites, man. Y'all like treat y'all women like hard, and we don't. We talking about the black woman that's nasty, evil, that'll spit in your food, that'll put voodoo on you and shit.
Yeah.
Put her drawers in your cake or whatever.
Go to the body, get shitted on.
Yeah.
All these
We talking about those women, man. We ain't talking about holy women that contrite spirit for the Most High. So, but they thought that's how they thought about the Jews. They thought like, damn, they crazy. And then Paul, Most I use Paul to break that up. Like, you know, like nah, I used to be a part of that. Like just slashing and looking at the Israelites getting beat, knowing that damn they wasn't really taught properly and all that, but they still getting beat. We don't exercise evil on our people if they have a contrite spirit, man, or even wish judgment on them. It's the evil of our people, man.
As long as wickedness is still in the earth, we're gonna be at the bottom here.
Yeah,
You know, because we ultimately actually want to be righteous. You know, and that's the problem with Jake. A lot of people they don't really want to strive for righteousness.
yeah, exactly.
They okay being wicked. They okay being under control.
And we got yeah, we ain't doing that. We can't even exercise the laws of Moses to the 100%, you know, because that means death will be in there. You know?
That was a big part of
Yeah,
the law. That was what reigned the fear.
exactly. That's what brings the fear, man. And it ain't no fear no more. So look what our people are doing. But there's a balance to that. There's an elect that understand the spirit of the Most High, even if without the death. And that's why, you know, we still go to our mother's house or whatever, or see our girlfriend. She eat pork still. You know, we still converse with her. So the Jews would have been like, "Look at him. He's talking to this woman. She's eating swine. He's a fucking heathen just like her." But what does the scripture say? A woman is able to persuade a man. So a man is able to persuade a woman that's not in the truth. Dwell with wisdom among them or without. See, they wasn't listening to
with
that.
all that.
They wasn't with all that. They was just like, hey, put this person to death, man.
That's why they didn't like Paul, because he was saying like, if you got a wife and
Yeah.
she not in the truth, you can still dwell with her. If she pleased to be with you, you pleased to be with her.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
nothing wrong with that. Yeah. That's why they didn't like Paul a lot. That's why a lot of them don't like his Yahawashi told them. Yeah.
You know, he said if a woman, if she pleased to dwell with the man, you should not put her away. Yeah. So you know, she's listening to you and want to get right. You can't be like, man, you ain't got right yet. You ain't, you know, you still got a problem with this. The hell with you. Now you still got to deal with her because she's trying. She's, you know, get that scripture about 2 or 3 witnesses. Y'all don't know how strict the laws were, man. You know? By 2 or 3 witnesses, man. Like you getting stoned, man, burned or whatever. Patient, yeah. That's why I said. I'm glad you brought that up because I want to get into that. What Paul said, one thinking that he can, one when he's weak, the things he's weak. So we'll get it.
First Peter 3:7. Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of the rest of life, that your prayers be not hindered.
That's a good scripture. I wanted the other one though. But yeah, you gotta into the weaker vessel. You can't be a lion in your house, man. So Most High looked at us like a woman, like they trying to get together, so I'm gonna give them mercy, you know. But if you're not, you got missiles coming to you.
Yeah, you ain't even trying or
Wanting
that
righteousness.
Yeah, that reunion back with the Lord, then you're gonna get left.
So it's we'll get that, but we'll get that first. Moses.
Okay. I went to the New Testament. You want to pick up the Old Testament?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, either one. Okay. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 1. And it reads, "This is the third time I am coming to you. In the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses shall every word be established."
Yeah, that's the Yahawashi of it. Man. Like, you know, establish sound doctrine, establish a congregation to weed out these things, man. Not to just say, oh, just put him to death. That's it. Well, no, what did it say? It said if it wasn't for the Most High showing the time, no flesh will be saved.
You know,
We'll be going off all the time. And shit.
when you think about it, even if nobody around, the three witnesses is you, Yahawah, and Yahawashi. So you always, you know, the judgment is always being displayed by the Lord. We're always being watched by Yahawah. So just because ain't nobody around don't mean you don't do right.
And the scriptures say that there's common things to man that, you know, it said no things shall come upon you that you're not able to. So man know about these common things. You know you ain't supposed to lay with another man's wife. Yeah, nobody shouldn't have to tell you that. But it's written in the scriptures. Yeah. Hey, Messiah doing his part. He gave us the law, covered all bases with the law. 613 laws. Go to that part where it says him that is weak eat herbs. So it ain't talking about no swine, eat swine, man. It's different. Meat is considered herbs too. Herb is considered meat. Meat is anything that you can consume. You know? So these Christians be like, well, Peter, in four corners, we can eat swine now.
Romans 4:17. The Lord believed that he may eat all things.
That don't mean all things like swine and all that. We're dealing with the law, man. Like a lot of people were fasting, and a lot of people only ate herbs. A lot of Israelites didn't want meat in their house. You know? So they ain't talking about swine like you can eat swine. Man. I mean, a lot of food. Yeah. Go ahead.
Another who is weak, eateth herbs.
Another that is weak, eateth herbs. Now going back to that priesthood about the daughter eating meat with her father, you can't eat. Now if we eating with strangers and all that, that meat's supposed to be, or that situation's supposed to be defiled. We're not supposed to eat with strangers, but the strangers are scattered that are Israelites outside of Jerusalem. Look who's taking over our land. We don't get, it ain't hardly, it's the Israelites there, but they don't, you know, and some of them know that they're Israelites, but they're not in full mode of the truth. But the bastards are dwelling in our land. So what does that mean? Everybody's exempt, everybody's condemned now because nobody can hold Passover in Israel. Nobody can go there to eat the holy lamb and all that. Go ahead. Oh yeah, okay. That was Romans 14:2. Let me get that. Romans 14:2. So it says, jump to Romans 14:12. It says, so then every one of us shall give account of himself to the Most High. Let us not therefore judge one another anymore, but judge this rather, that no man put a stumbling block or any occasion of fault in his brother's way. That's like they said, if you have a problem with your brother, examine your own eye, the plaque in your own eye before. A lot of them weren't doing that. Because they were doing the same thing as they were telling people not to do. You know, you got since they kings and stuff, they think they got privileges, so they just like them church people, they sleep with men's wives and shit. So they puffed up and you know they don't think they held accountable for that. Well, she's this man ain't treating right, so I'm a priest, so it's in my hands to no, that's that man's wife. I don't care if he's at a low place or not. He ain't not considered a priest or not. That's still a man's wife.
They're not about strengthening the brethren. They're not about strengthening men for the time to come. Yep. They're just stepping all over each other.
Yeah. They're not considering the path ways of the Most High, to be for the low as well as, you know, you know, Paul said, I know how to be abound in base. It says, I know I am persuaded by the Lord Yahawashi, and there is nothing unclean of itself, but to him that esteemeth anything to be unclean, to him it is unclean. And that Most High, Paul was spiritual. He was dealing with the brotherhood and stuff. You know? So your brother could be unclean as far as, you know, his ways. He could be out there gangbanging, selling dope, but he could be converted. Be out there eating swine, but he could be converted. We eating swine before the truth. So a lot of us got tattoos before the truth. Men adultery before, but they weren't giving those people a chance. They was like, no. You know?
That's how you see how big of an opportunity it is for the Lord to accept us back, even though us as a nation played us the hardest. He's still allowing this fight to change the nation. Yeah. Still stay out here with themselves. Yeah. They still want to stay married with this philosophy. Yeah. Everything going on in the world. You know?
It's good that in the scriptures, should a harlot return, a adulterous woman return back to a man? He's supposed to be put to death.
Yeah. He said return unto.
But he said return unto.
Because some Israelites, they think that like that's not divine. You get called into this thing, Jake, or you can be around it, it's divine.
It says, but if thy brother be Greek, it says, but to him that is even anything to be unclean, to him that it is unclean. But if thy brother be grieved with thy meat, now walkest thou not charitably. Destroy not him with thy meat, for whom I will shall die. Let not then your good be evil spoken of. For the kingdom of Yahawah Bahasham is not meat and drink, but righteousness and peace and joy in the Holy Spirit. So it could be a distinction with meat factor, like meat offerings and all that, you know. Like, hey, bro, you going off for eating that, you know? Or what if what about a lamb? You're supposed to get an unblemished lamb. We go into the supermarket, they buy the lamb. Those same Jews back then, they would have been like, "What are you doing, brother?" You know, I can't find a lamb right away. You know, I don't have access and all that. You know, you might live in a remote area. You know, Passover come around. They did everything the best of their ability according to keeping the Passover, but you don't condemn them for not going out there and finding an unblemished lamb, man. Yahawashi became that lamb, man. You know?
But we do the best of our ability. Let's come back and he's allowing us to still receive the promises even though we failed. We failed. We wasn't able to keep all the commandments.
Yeah.
And that's what makes Yahawashi so important. That's the only way we get the hell out of here.
Yeah, the finish of our faith. Like those two sons, one went off and he lived riotously. That's a word, I don't know. What he had when he was given. And, you know, he probably was eating swine and just, you know, doing what Gentiles do and all that. And when his father saw him, he embraced his father and gave him a robe and things like that. And the other son was like, "Man, where's my goat? Where's mine?" He's like, "That's that one sheep." He didn't care if he had, you know, like a father ain't seen his son yet. He got, you know, dyed his hair or something. He got, you know, dressed different. He's just happy to see his son. That comes later. We can talk later, son, about that. I'm just happy to see you.
There will be correction.
Yeah, there will be correction. But for him to return, you just, you know, he's just happy with that. You start there. But he's going to talk to his son about that other stuff. But, you know, he, so the son, you know, the other son was mad. It's like somebody that's been keeping so-called keeping the law perfectly. I ain't got, you know, what's wrong with me? I'm to doing perfect, man. I ain't committed adultery. I ain't never stole from nobody. I ain't never been to jail. You know?
That's just that selfish mentality.
Yeah. But you ain't really perfect. Because your mind is corrupt by thinking about your brother like that. You know? It said he that hates his brother is worse than an infidel. It should be in the judgment of hellfire. It says, so for he that is in these things serving Yahawashi is acceptable to Yahawah and approved of men. Let us therefore follow after the things which make for peace and things where one may edify another. Because even Paul said, if you have a wicked man among you, cast this wicked man from among you. But back then, he would have put to death. But now we just, the way we sever or cut off is to separate ourselves spiritually. But back in the days of Moses, you would have been cut off means you get put to death.
Those men, because those are the type of men, like, they expected some type of self-recognition just for being righteous. Like, that's mandatory. This is mandatory. We're not here to get praise for being righteous. We doing this, but this is what's going to keep us from being destroyed. Yep. Jake think it's like a recognition thing. Like, everybody got to know you, what you doing. Yeah. It's not about that. It's about making sure you clear with the Most High.
That's like that son. He said, "Where's my goat, Father? I've been doing this forever." And
that's what you're supposed to do. That's what I ain't saying nothing. That's good. We ain't say nothing to
profitable service. It says, verse 20, for meat destroys not the work of the Most High. So it's a lot of our people that was eating swine back in a Gentile state of mind. It didn't destroy them. Their minds were still able to come, the ones that were sincere, their minds were still able to come to the truth. Now they don't eat swine no more. But that's the kingdom of heaven is not in meat. That same person can turn their life around. You like, Most High, but what about this person? They've been eating swine all their life. But I ain't never ate swine. Why come they get on the ship?
right mindset.
That's the right mindset.
It's like Jake don't want to see nobody actually make it.
Yep.
We want to see all Israel be saved, but we know 2/3 is not going. They're not going to want to deal with it. So we just point out their wickedness, and hopefully they'll return.
And two, they like to see the glory in the flesh.
You can't always be nice to them when they do that stuff. Because you gotta make Jake feel uncomfortable sometimes. You gotta let him know the seriousness of what you're doing is wrong. And we know that we still sin too, but we ain't just drowning in sin and shit over here.
We fight it. Keeping, that good time song, keeping your head above water. Says, it is good, 21, it is good neither to eat flesh, nor to drink wine, nor anything whereby thy brother stumbleth. Just like we read, them that are weak eat it first. You just coming in and eating meat, chicken, knocking over trash cans and all, say, look what we can do. Like, I don't like you better than him in his weakness. No, you gotta encourage him, build him back up. It says, whereby thy brother stumbleth or is offended or is made weak. He said, like, I'm dealing with demons. I gotta pray and fast on this. And then he's fasting. He do a water fast or something, and you up there just eating all kind of, instead of big plate of ribs in front of him. Not no pork ribs, I'm just saying. Like, you gotta be lowly with him. Like, yeah, man. You separate yourself and eat at your own crib, or be like, you don't eat meat at all. Just to suffer with him, man. Just to, let him know, yeah, I got you. I'm with you too, man. It says, as thou faith, have it to thyself before the Most High. Happy is he that condemneth not himself in that thing which is allowed. He that doubted, if he He that doubted it is damned if he eat, because he eateth not of faith. So whosoever is not of faith is sick. But that don't mean you eat swine and shit. Why would the foods, man? You know? So Paul was teaching the law to the Gentiles, but he wasn't teaching in the old way to where you would be in the synagogue getting your ass whipped. That's what scripture that Paul said, I was the chief of them, and I persecuted. You know? Paul was persecuted. He was watching them in the synagogue getting Israelites, his own people. Israelites in a Gentile state of mind. Like I said, if Sufihana was repentant and contrite spirit, she cried her eyes out and she was built back up, you know, and she started doing the law and all that. You can't condemn her because she's sincere, no matter how evil they were and all that. She even was to the point where she tried to break that. She said, I need an Israelite man, but the devil continued to get in her head, and took her away. Yeah, I was the one that persecuted. So if you knew if the laws were strict today, our people would be like, how can we do this, Lord? See, there's a balance in this, to that. Because you can't go, what does it say? Be not much over wicked, and be not much over righteous. You can't be watching over your brother that's hardly breathing like I can't perform anything because I can't work on the Sabbath. No, you save your brother's life, man. He might have a situation where he's dealing with a woman and she's about to call the cops. She say, if you don't have your stuff out in like 30 minutes, I'm gonna call the cops. So you go over, it's the Sabbath, go over there and help your brother, man. Because you can't be put in a situation. And he's a sincere brother. Now, if he was wicked, hey, you gotta handle that shit on his own self. Go ahead.
This is Philippians chapter 3, verse 5. We'll start at 4. 4. Though I might also have confidence in the flesh, any other man thinketh that he hath whereof he might trust in the flesh, I more circumcised the 8th day.
Yeah, Paul was he's taking you through that he's a real Jew, man.
Of the stock of Israel.
Of the stock of Israel. Go ahead.
Of the tribe of Benjamin.
Of the tribe of Benjamin. Why is he saying this? If he's talking to Edomites, why is he mentioning that he's from the tribe of Benjamin? They're like Edomites care about that. People that are Christians, they don't care about the laws, man. They don't follow the laws. They don't care if you grew up under tutors and washing the pot. They don't care about that. But Paul was telling them anyway. Go ahead.
And Hebrew of the Hebrews.
Hebrew of the Hebrews. Go ahead.
As touching the law.
As touching the law. He knew the law better than a lot of. He was one of the top lawmen. Go ahead.
A Pharisee.
A Pharisee, man. Go ahead.
Concerning zeal.
Zealot, like you zealous for the law. You zealous for the law, you pumped up, man. You like, get that, you just like, you might bust in your family's crib like you said you were at the job and shit. You busting your family's kid. What the hell is that on the stove? Get that shit out. You know, y'all eating that swine. How's I gonna destroy y'all asses? But when you gain the wisdom of Yahawah Yahawashi, you be like, you know, you gonna have to let the wicked be wicked, man. Yeah. Go ahead.
Persecuting the church.
Persecuting the church, man. Go ahead.
Touching the righteousness, which is the law.
Touching the righteousness, which is of the law. Go ahead.
Blameless. Blameless. Verse 7. But what things were gained,
Meaning, according to the law, he was on top of his game, man. He was on top of it. Like, hey, you can't do that. What are you doing? You know? Hey, woman, you on your cycle. You gotta get out there in the field, man. You know? What is all this? Put him in prison. Lock him down. Yeah, you shouldn't be doing that. We were real officers, man. Office means that you're an officer. You know how Esau on the left hand side, he be pointing out all that little shit? But that Jews was pointing out little stuff, man. Like, hey, what you doing talking to the stranger?
jaywalkers.
Yeah. He was born outside of Jerusalem, but he's an Israelite. So I don't care if he is an Israelite. He was born outside. He's a stranger still. Talk to him. You know what they do? They know him to do. They know him to go astray. They know him to talk to these heathens and all that. But he said he would have followed law come to the Passover. I don't give a damn. He's a heathen to me. Go ahead.
Says, blameless, but what things were gained unto me, what things were gained to me, those I counted loss for Hamashiach.
Yeah. You got something? He said, there's another one said, I persecuted in the synagogue. That's one of them. That was one of the ones I wanted. But it says, actually says persecuted them in the synagogue. Like the synagogues, they don't go back to the rest. We were the Jews in the synagogue. You know, our people were in the synagogue, persecuting people. Before these so-called Jews were, we were, man. That was us. When it says Jews are they're not the Jews, the synagogue of Satan was talking about our people. But now it applies to Esau. Because what the Most High doing, he's taking the curses off of us, teaching us the real spirit of the law. There's such thing as the spirit of the law, man. So when you come into the law, right, you're supposed to receive it natural things like a baby. Everything is physical, everything is tap, like, you know. And then once you get older, you start talking to him, you know, because he understands. He you know, but you know, you might get your ass whooped when you're 10 years old or whatever, 12 years old. And a baby, you just get a little spanking and all that. As you get older, you start to should know better. You start getting whoopings, you know. And then when you get out into the world and you start going through these other trials and tribulations, harder things of Esau and all that, you start to really learn like, damn, Papa was right. I ain't supposed to touch everything. I can't do this and that. You know? Because there's laws out there, man. You can't do anything you want to. Talking about free spirit. These people talking about free spirit and they can't even go outside the U.S. without a fucking passport. Or even another state. Or drive like they want to drive and shit. Without a checkpoint, without getting pulled over for just doing 5 or 10 mile per hour over the speed limit, and not having the right tag and all that. You ain't free, man. You subject to payment in this day of our captivity, like it says, man. Because what, Jake wanna pay? You wanna pay for tags and shit? It's your car. If Jake would have it his way and really felt that he was free, he'd say, I shouldn't have to pay nothing for this shit every week. I mean, every month. I shouldn't have to pay medical and shit. And y'all should give that money back to me if I haven't used the medical. So you subject to this stuff, man. So now Most High is showing us how to maneuver through wicked ass system. You a baby, you can't touch everything. You can't fuck with that plug. I don't care if you touched it 1,000,000 times and it didn't shock you, it still don't fuck with it. Because one day it might shock you and you be dead. And there's no praise in the grave, like it says. You can't please the Most High in the grave. You got to praise Him while you're alive, man. Go ahead.
It's the book of Acts, chapter 26, verse 10 and 11. Which thing I also did in Jerusalem, and many of the saints that I shut up in prison.
He shut the saints up in prison. Who are the saints? It ain't no Edomite. It's Jake. His own people. Go ahead.
Having received authority from the chief priests.
That's like us now today. If we were exercising that, all those, and we have power to do that, bitches like, Suki Hana, they be locked in prison by our laws. You know, who else? Some of them rappers, a lot of them rappers, whatever. I mean, I'm using them as example because they in front of the public, they in the media and all that. Yeah, Jay-Z be locked in jail and they be like, why you lock up Jay-Z? Because he's worshiping witches and all that. Beyonce and all that. They be locked in together and shit. We'll have a different prison system. We wouldn't allow booty bandits up in the prison and shit. But it's real correction. Prison's supposed to be a real correction, a real rehabilitation. That's not rehabilitation in Esau's prison, man. You come out worse than you were when you went in. Jake don't even know how to survive out here. You be like, damn. It's all fucked up. He like, hey, you in jail more than 10 years. They're going to be like, people that's still getting out today, they don't know who the president is. If they got out when Obama was president, oh, you telling me there's a black president? They would have been excited like a mother. Nah, bro, he's African, man. And he's with the system. I don't get that.
He's actually
related to Cheney and all them. Yeah. He's tied into it. They all got bloodline ties.
That Van Buren, I think that's the only one he's not related to. The rest of them, they cousins.
He's probably adopted by him.
He might even be somebody. Who knows?
But we don't have a prison system. We don't have a judgment system. All we could do is warn you of the word, warn you of what's to come to this place and the wicked people in this place. Go ahead.
And when they were put to death,
they were put to death, man. When they were put to death, go ahead.
I gave my voice against them.
I gave my voice against them, man. Like, you deserve to die, you witch, you damn devil, you. Die. Death.
Or had to go, had to go correctly, Nah, we don't do it like that.
Yeah. That's why you read the scripture, now 2 or 3 witnesses gathered in Yahawashi name, there will be in the midst. But they didn't know that. They was just Moses, and then they be hiding because like they son to do something. Son, what you do? You commit adultery. They hide their sons and shit. Like, damn, don't do that shit no more. And then they do it again. They be like, I have to turn you in, son. I don't want no shit coming up on me. And they breaks their heart.
So I don't want to see their family die. The law must be upheld, And at this time, the Lord extended all that mercy for us to come back. So that's how we can say the blood. We ain't gonna be feeling sorry for your ass.
Like you said, the missiles are coming. We don't want our family to die in the missiles. We just warn them, and we want to see them on the chariot. That would be a beautiful thing. Yeah. But if they disregarding the law of the Most High and mocking and calling the Most High and basically calling the Most High a liar and the man he set up evil, because the Most High said he sent prophets to you. I have sent prophets into you, but you say, get thee out of the way. You stone the prophets that I sent to you, killing old Jerusalem, thou could kill
gotta count you as an enemy. Right? You can't be like, you said don't worry about the most people that there. You can't worry about it. You don't want to change.
Specific laws, and they had liberty. That's why it's wrong to have liberty.
Yep. And that goes back to the Jews too, because they knew the law, and you know they had liberty, certain things, liberty that the Gentiles didn't understand, and they went off on that shit. But, you know, like I'm a priest, so I can do this. You know what I'm saying? We understand. You know, like the Jews have said, those are our people. They ain't talking about these. Now that you know, it's talking directly toward these rats, but that was our people when it said the Jews make phylacteries in the public, and they sit down there at the low seat, and they want to have the chief places and chief seats of the congregation, and a lot of our people doing that now in some of these camps, man. But ultimately, you know, it applies to this devil because you know Most High cut that fat, so that fat is about to be sizzled by the missiles. So Most High is really not concerned with that so much, you know. It's us and it's these Edomites, man. The elect and the elect of these Edomites. That's what we're dealing with.
We ain't worry about the average six-pack Edomite Joe. He don't even know what's going on. We aiming at the head.
Yep. Yep. They said the head falls, the rest of the body falls.
That's why they coming after your lip.
Yep. Yep. Go ahead, everybody, don't it?
I punish them often in every synagogue.
We punish them often. In every synagogue, like Paul was there, like that's how zealous he was. Like, man, damn heathenistic our own people doing heathenistic shit. It's like even with you know you call up the fist against these rappers, they like Diddy and like you are. He's our people, but he's a fucking monster, man. You just the pistol would drop on his head and shit. But if he had a contrite spirit and he was calling out sincerely, change his ways, you know, which I highly doubt, but I'm just saying. It says warn the wicked, and if the wicked change his ways, well, he shall be saved. But if you don't warn the wicked, the blood is going to be on your hands. He's going to be punished for his wickedness, but the blood is going to be on your hands. Go ahead.
And compel them to blaspheme.
Compel them to blaspheme. Go ahead.
And being exceedingly bad against them.
Exceedingly mad against them.
I persecuted them even unto strange cities.
Yeah, even to strange cities, right? You know, like get this man out of here. Take him over there. Get him out of here, man. I don't want him on the grounds of Judaism. I don't want him in the vicinity. You know, let's build a wall to keep these heathens out, man.
That's ill.
Yeah. But you know, there's some sincere people that was born outside Jerusalem as strangers. Like, I wish I could go to the Passover. I'm an Israelite. My father goes back to Israel. He kept the Passover. I was just born outside Jerusalem. I want to be a part of what my father was. So now, citizenship. Paul used his citizenship in Rome. You got birth certificates and shit to let you know. You know? Yeah. You know, like now, you know, you get pulled over. If you from Afghanistan or something, they're gonna be like, hey man, yeah, US gonna be on your ass like, oh, open up the trunk. Shit, let's see. You know? And you know, and that's how it is, man. So if you have a daughter and shit, you gonna be like, nah, you can't go to that party. I know exactly what's gonna happen. You're gonna end up getting pregnant. She said, no, I'm not, daddy. Yes, you are. I know what happened. She don't gotta get pregnant that same night she goes, but sooner or later she gonna get pregnant, man. like, damn, now I'm connected with his whole family. His whole family might be crazy and shit. But you connected to them because they got a baby together. Now they got cousins that's fighting over custody and shit. Now,
you just lay down with anybody, Jay.
yeah.
You can lay down with a damn Edomite, her family crazy.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers got all types of money and shit.
Yep.
Doing wicked ass shit. You gotta be careful who you dealing with too, because later on, you know, it be revealed that be your worst enemy. It's gonna be your own household.
Yeah.
So that's why we always normally, you know, it's okay we deal with people, look up, you know, deal with women outside the truth or whatever, but you know, a lot of these women is starting to get devilish, man. You got women shoot their own boyfriend, all types of stuff. You know, so it's like the Lord can flip that switch on anybody at any time. If you ain't in presence in your life, trying to keep your eyes single, that person can turn to a devil at any moment. At any moment. You gotta remember, none of the curses, none of the judgments, even Cain hasn't even got judged for what he did to Abel. So how much you think these demons are gonna go all out? They gonna go all the way with you, because they know they can finally pay for all this shit.
And it all goes back to the value of things.
Yeah.
Cain's sacrifice, because it's the value of how he valued the sacrifice to the Most High. I mean, he made his sacrifice wasn't right. It wasn't of the blood of the, beast, of the blemish, yeah.
Yeah, he gave the Lord the
sacrifice.
Yeah, he gave the blood.
Yeah, and my point is that everything, every matter at hand dealing with conflict and war, it has to do with rival between siblings, man. Esau and Jacob, Cain and Abel. It says you shall have the foes should be of your own household. Esau, he's just a character. He's a boogeyman in the story. He ain't important. He's just the wicked. But it's us that we got to deal with our own people.
And that's how it is on their side. The Russians is trying to take out America, Babylon the Great. They siblings together. They related.
Yeah.
You know, just like
the harlot and America and Britain and England. You know,
it's all the same shit.
It's all sibling rivalry.
Yeah, us and 2/3. And then over there, us against Esau. It's everything balanced where everybody, you know.
And like we said, it goes back to the value of things, because the elect is more valuable than, the regular Jake.
That's really the only family he's bringing together.
Exactly.
Everything else he's separating.
What did he say? Go to the scripture. I made the world for the elect's sake. See, and then in the Apocrypha says one river, one lily, and all that. And then the other lilies, like other flowers, like, what about us? Well, you're not important. The nations, you're not important like Israel. The value. It says he take out the nations as small as the dust of the balance.
That's what they did to us. We out here, they Grammy Awards, and Met Gala Awards, and all that shit. They ain't got us in there. Yeah. Now you mad the fact that we got something that you can't get in.
Yeah.
And now it's like, oh, it's a problem. We still might not even get in. We still saying, Lord willing, we can make it part of the elect every day. These people already got they kingdom. Yeah. They already living.
And you see when they hold them rewards and they get 2 or 3 of them, they can barely, heavier weight, the more valuable they feel it is and shit. Like that. All those things, materialistic things, gonna be burned up. See, the Most High is changing the value of these things, like the apostles say. The value of man is the Israelite man. The Most High gonna change it. Everybody think Esau is the value. Everybody think this dollar is the value. Like we said, the disputes happen with our women and shit. On the worldly side, it's because of the cell phone, because you didn't buy her shit. It's because that, and then y'all break up, you want your possessions out the house. She said, nah, I bought that. That's my mother's base. Well, your mother gave it to me because she really liked me. Nah, fuck that. So it's all got to do with material possessions and all that. That's what divides Israel. Even with these other camps, they into money and shit, man. Materialistic gain, taking the high seats, being the big man of the operation. Man. And the Most High is about to. It says, "He that is a base shall be abound shall be a base. He that is exalted shall become low." And who's the most exalted right now? Esau. He's gonna come low, man. He's gonna be the most low. Going back to the cave, man. Go ahead. What is that?
Some of the days be short for the next day.
Yeah, you can do that too.
That's
That's how I made the world for this.
Oh, okay.
I know it's not like
It is. But that's a good one too.
I can
Book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 22. And the 7 of those days should be shortened. There should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
Yeah. Because we're the ones that's like, that's how we'll elect. The elect is pushing to be in the kingdom, man. Elect want the world to be short, the days to be short. We're tired of working for a system that is really no real benefits, man. There's really no true no true honor and respect. Like I said, you can work at a company for 30 years and they'll still treat you like a damn dirtbag. Like, damn, they still worried about you being late for one day and shit. Like, I've been here for 30 years and shit. Well, we're gonna have to fire you if you're late again. What? But y'all didn't kept me this. Get the fuck out of here, man. I should own half of this business. Been here 30 years, man. Mopping floors, flipping burgers and whatever. Then they got that title shit. We'll move you up to supervisor. Supervising a motherfucking with burgers, you just come in, open the door early in the morning at 5 and shit. And make sure the burgers are cooked right and the fries, make a few phone calls and shit. And they own your ass. They own the supervisor's ass, man. That's why nobody want to be supervising shit. I asked this Edomite at the job, you supervisor? No, I don't want to be supervisor. They be working the motherfuckers. Yeah, they be working. Like, we gotta take a vacation because you watch over the restaurant. Damn.
all on you, definitely.
Yeah. When you want to take a vacation, we'll see if we can what we can do.
This ain't no days off. So we can't take no vacation.
Nah, that's spiritual work of the Lord, man.
We're always doing this work. I found that out.
That's why, going back what the boss said, this is the real value of men, man. Hey, well, if we get on them chariots, we're gonna be, man, I'm gonna be looking down laughing, man. Them motherfuckers flying and shit, like chicken. You know? Like a lot of people was like, when they first got into the laws of Moses, they was like, man, I'm glad I got rid of my wicked ass son. He was wicked. But when they started exercising laws, making up laws and shit, wives, fables and shit, you ain't supposed to do that because I heard if and they make up something, man. If you come against me and shit, you'll get bad luck for all your life and shit. And it'd be somebody's wife when they say that shit, Scare and shit, like, oh shit, because they knew about witchcraft, they knew about spells, they knew about, that's why I said no enchantment should come against Jacob. They knew about that stuff. They'd be scared of that stuff. Like, damn, they knew about spirit. I don't know spirits. Hey, look at Haiti and shit, man. They be dealing with spirits like crazy.
They just had that ship that they tried to do a voodoo ritual and exploded. And 40 people died on that ship.
What was that?
and hate.
See? That's how you know. They the Levites. Our spirit, even with faith, lets us know that those are the Levites, man. But they're done on it. They're done with that, man. Voodoo, they all into that shit. The sprinkling of they get that when it says, Moses sprinkled the blood. Now they just sprinkling the chicken feet and all that shit. They just start getting wild with it. And Moses was like, nah, this ain't that way it's supposed to go, man. Just because Moses put blood on the doorpost, that don't mean it was witchcraft or nothing. They just turned it into witchcraft and shit.
Second Ezra chapter 7, verse 11. Because for their sakes, I made the world. Verse 10. Second Ezra chapter 7, verse 9. If this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance still? Verse 10. And I said, it is so, Lord. Then he said unto me, even so also is Israel's portion.
Yeah, because where's our inheritance? Kingdom of heaven. We got to go through trials and tribulation to get this. You are not going to be living good forever with popping your toes with wine and gold vessels and pure water without, and you just, been living 30, 40, 50 years, 60, 70 years on earth, whatever, 80, and you just get to the kingdom of heaven forever. You got to go through some shit, man. Because what did Most High say? When we get into, it's going to be like this never existed. There ain't going to be no comparison. Even Esau, he's going to be like, as he said, he's going to be like he never was, man. And Esau is our main burden right now, man. We deal with Jake and all that, but as far as this overall oppression and the power that he has over us, to be like go to work every day and all that, hold us at ransom, locking Jake up, with all putting these fees on Jake, making man and a woman, putting these philosophies into the household and shit. You can't come outside and without not seeing a damn Christmas tree or Santa Claus on the sled in front of your next door neighbor and shit. And hearing a Christmas conversation and the Fala Lolly Lolly songs and shit. You can't go to the store without hearing that crap, man. You go to some of these stores during the Christmas time, there ain't nothing but Christmas shit up in there, man. You're like, I can't wait to get out of this place, man. And then your children be like, I want that, I want that, I want it. Santa ain't real. Oh, all hell breaks loose, man. A fat, so-called fat jolly white man that's breaking into people's cribs and all that. See, so those are fairy tales, wives' fables and all that.
Esau ever broke into some shit and then steal every fucking thing he had.
Yeah. Wonder why they always show Santa with the big bag, like he's dropping out kids. No, he stole them. The bag is filled with people's possessions. Yeah.
You get all this shit. Emily?
Yeah.
I know that ain't no shit.
Go ahead.
Verse 11. Because for their sakes I made the world.
Yeah. For their sakes I made the world, man. He didn't make the world for Esau. He gave it to him for a particular. Especially this is America. This is where they try to dominate. Over there, they be having problems. That's why they be fighting Arabs and all that. They worried over there, man. That's why they want to make this paradise and shit. And if it don't, if it be destroyed, like the scriptures say, well, we got underground bunkers, and then we're gonna go up to the firmaments and shit. And then until the radiation dies down, and then we come back and rule the world. It ain't gonna go like that, because once this place is destroyed, that's the Most High doing it. and it's gonna be chariots involved in that too. So you ain't gonna come back out. But we gonna grab you out of them holes, man. You ain't gonna be. You gonna be sitting waiting till the radiation pass. It's gonna be angels showing up in those underground cameras. You're gonna be like, oh shit, wait, what? Disrupting your services. It says that in the scriptures. Pull them out of their holes, man. They should hide in the clefts of holes in the clefts of the rock. This stuff, this surface is made of concrete rock, man. And they hide up. They didn't build tunnels and underground caverns to hide in. Go ahead.
And when Adam transgressed my statute,
Wait, hold on. I want to mention something else. You think the elites are here? They stay in London and all that. They ain't getting stuff with it. They send ambassadors here and presidents here. Them themselves, they over there. Because they know America's going to be destroyed. It's prophesied. So they be like, shit, stay over here. You know?
just because they on camera with a damn American flag in the back don't mean they're in there.
Yeah. That's all staged. You know? Just like you're going to stick a flag in the moon and shit.
A lot of them on here. A lot of men do vibe living good. Switzerland, places,
Paris.
Norway,
They got that talk about, they still got that bougie talk. Darling, how art thou doing?
marvelous evening.
Marvelous evening. Give me a tea and
hors d'oeuvres.
yep. Yeah. Caviar. And our people be trying to imitate them. Yeah, let me get some caviar. Knowing damn well you don't need no damn caviar. Yeah. Jake.
Jake.
Yeah.
Stick with the chicken strips and the lamb.
Yeah. Give me some basil. Big ass plate of abominable food. Put some basil on that shit. You ain't never had basil in your life, Jake.
Dog, Jake.
Go ahead. Top it with the basil and
basil and a hint of parsley.
Yeah.
Like, damn, nigga.
And that's it. You know, when you see the elite, see their dinner table, even in these movies, they just have a small plate about this round and shit.
Yeah, they go like a big ass plate with a small ass, like one snail on that bitch right there. What is that going to do?
Side of little small bread with. See, Jake shit, he got a big ass slab of ribs, macaroni and cheese, yams and shit, barbecue beef and shit. Yeah. Like, damn, Jake. Cool to eat, but shit. Jake act like he ain't never ate.
Like that, a little small thing on the plate, and then next door, it's a whole fucking shit full of sweets and shit. Yeah. When Adam transgressed my statute,
With Adam, going back to Adam, go ahead.
then was decreed now it's done.
Yeah. Because Adam was subject, it said the creature is subject to vanity. So we need to hurry this thing up, man. Let's go through that vanity there. All right, let's learn about wickedness. Learn about evil so we can get over this shit.
Let's find these men. Let's find these men. Elect men. They fulfill that measure. That's it. All the Lord doing is identifying who is everybody's office before we go into the second presence. That's it. That's why it's a big thing to be in order. Because that makes it that you might be one of those men. Yeah. You know, but there ain't too many. There ain't too many men striving to get to that straight gate. We know we only one man go through it once. So, you know, yeah, that's all that matters. You know, waking up those men. You know, we can't wake nobody up for doing that. So we supposed to shed the light so they can see. It feel real good. You stand next to a couple brothers, and everything start happening. All three of y'all start floating. Like, oh shit! You know, or go invisible and shit.
Well, this says two was better than one.
Yeah, you know.
And three is not physically broken.
Yeah, you know.
It said, you know, if you, let's say you got stranded in your car, your brother with you, he could be like, you know, he can check on other stuff while you check on other stuff to fix the car. He might know about cars that you don't know about cars. And he can fix your car right there. Like, man, dang, brother, I wouldn't, because you don't want to ask a stranger, man. It ain't really. Hey, strangers, you can't trust strangers no more. Never could, but I'm just saying. Anybody that stops and asks questions, they be like, try to set you up. You can't talk to nobody these days.
That woman laying on the ground talking about help. Bitch, how we in the middle of nowhere and your bitch been out here laying out here for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 2 days, or however long talking about some help. There's got to be something going on there.
Yeah, remember that Good Samaritan thing? You ain't never heard. You don't hear about that too much.
You don't know this, it's best to just stay back. Brothers is going to be brothers. Anybody has anything. I feel like he's spiritual power, you know.
Says, 1 Corinthians 15 and 21 says, "For since by man came death, by man came also the resurrection of the dead." See, our Most High put, He uses that to counteract that to bring the blessing out of it. Just like the Israelites, He had the elect that's out of Israel. 7,000 men that wouldn't bow down to Baal. So you be like, man, Adam, man, wickedness sown in your heart, what have you done? It's all over. Then Yahawashi come up. You like, oh man, the water Yahawah. Now there's a way in, back in. Hey, Adam, he had commandments too. But the commandments was more like verbal and direct because it wasn't too much, It was things were already in order. But when they came out of order, now you got the laws of Moses. Now you got intricate laws that apply to a situation because you could be in a situation and not without supervision or without no proper understanding in a situation. You need to know how to deal with it. So now we got the laws concerning accidental death. We got the law concerning dealing with your woman, your brother, your family, your mother, and your father. 2/3, the ones that's in the truth. The eating, the dietary laws, and what now we got, and it's become grievous to our people. Like it's too much. It really is not, man. It says, whereas in Adam we all die, even so in Yahawashi we all be made alive. Man, that's how he flipped death on the devil, man. So, hey, devil thought he had, he's the serpent, deceived Eve, which Adam hearkened to her, and they fell. And even the serpent today think he got a hand up on us. But now he see the righteous men, holy men stepping out. He's like, damn, they're breaking the curses. They're breaking my staff. They're breaking the division, man. They're building a spiritual house. Now he's done it. That's why he's trying to bring death and all other taxes. It says, but every man in his own order. See? You wake up in your own order. Some men woke up back in the 90s, 80s, whatever, and men are waking up even today. And some have fallen out. But the order still exists. It says, every man in his own order. Yahawashi, the first fruit. Afterwards, they that are Yahawashi at his coming. Then cometh the end, when he have delivered up the kingdom to Yahawah, even the Father. When he shall have put down all rule and all authority and power, man. When he must reign, he hath put all enemies under his feet. That has to happen. It has to come. And what did the Most High say? He's gonna make and even with us, Most High will, as elect men, he said, I'm gonna make your enemies your footstool. So we're gonna rest our golden boot on this devil's back when we get to the secret book. And these nations, they're gonna be put under us. See, that's the love of the Most High. We get to enjoy the kingdom and the glory with him. We get to be heirs with him. You think Esau's gonna be heirs with the Most High kingdom? The murderer of the earth, the one who causes havoc to the world, havoc to the land, to the living, slicing everything, tearing everything apart, ripping everything open, pulling the intestines out of things, working on brains and shit, trying to disrupt cell, membrane and shit like that, trying to corrupt your soul and your spirit. You think he's going to be allowed into the kingdom? That's what these devils are doing. They come straight out their mouth. With the rocket shot and the Rawchaa, the diamond, they come straight out their mouth. What they trying to do? Trying to get rid of natural resources and the natural human existence with robots and AI and shit, man. What is that? What is that, man? Does AI breathe and shit? That means that's a death of life, man. That's death right there. It says, the Most High says the power of the living, not of the dead. It says, for he must reign till he have put all enemies under his feet. Here comes the last enemy that shall be destroyed is death. And he destroyed it. We were supposed to be immortal. We're not supposed to die. We don't die, really. We're supposed to be immortal, man. Just like Superman, he could be all kind of ages old and he's still young and he's still useful.
God.
Still the most powerful being. And even he had a weakness. Kryptonite. Why? Because he reported to America. He didn't report to when General Zod and them came to Superman. They was trying to say, Superman, you supposed to be with us.
Yeah. You over here reporting with this harlot.
Yeah, you trying to save America and the people in Lois Lane. You supposed to have. We got a kingdom of many women up here. You up there?
Did one damn chick. The hell, Jake?
Remember the Lois Lane was down in Clark Lane and shit? I would have been like, look, bitch, I'm Superman.
Tired your ass thinking I'm on some funny ass.
Clark had dumbass Clark and all that.
Fuck these glasses.
Yeah.
Melt them hoes.
Yeah. All these glasses like 1,000 feet and shit. Let them break somebody's window. Fuck them, bro. You kind of look like you, because I am, bitch. Well, he could have put the weight down a little.
But you
that's
know,
what the Most High is doing with us. Like, y'all in love with this American thing.
And you know, he wasn't aligned in his house,
I got
so
a whole kingdom waiting for y'all. Y'all in love with America. Y'all think, come on, man. You know, things are beautiful, Most High made trees and stuff. You still get to eat and all that. But this ain't really living, man. There should be a lake right here. Big ass lake that Israel could just swim in and shit. You know, or drink from. There should be a well every 12 miles, man. There should be gyms and stuff that you could find in the sand, just in case you're short of money and shit on the way to the store. Your daughter and son pick up a gym. Yeah, you know, get a couple of sandwiches. It should be flowing with riches, man. We're gonna be walking on gold and stuff, man. America is a parched land, man. Birds don't even want to. They like, what the fuck? Eating bees and shit. Bees don't even make honey no more. Everything's out of. It says the foundations of the earth are out of court.
That's why they call this place this is where they say the congregation of the dead is.
Yep.
This place ain't living, man.
Like a car. That's not a living thing. When you had a carriage back then, You had a horse that pulled the carriage. Horses are living creatures, man. Everything was resourceful back then. Now you just drive a car thinking you're getting somewhere. Shit, if you get stuck in traffic, the horses just jump all that shit. You're still rolling with the horses. That's why it says I've seen princes walking the earth with horses on, and servants on horses. Them cops that roll some of these streets, they still be on horses looking at Jake. That Haiti thing that happened, they was whipping Jake like slavery on them horses when they was in the water. Oh, damn.
On the border in Texas.
Yeah. Like, I thought we was out of the slavery time.
Nope. And that's what they try to do. They try to put that in Genesis, I think it's 15, to talk about the 400 years. Like, man, I ain't no talking about over here, Jake.
Yeah.
It's not talking about over in America, man. Jake is on a low level, man.
It says, verse 27, we have put all the last enemy that shall be destroyed at death. And what did it say? Yahawah conquered death. You know? He conquered death. What does that mean? They saw him alive after he had so-called died. It was like, oh man, then Timothy, what was that? Who was that? Thomas? He said, hey, you know, I don't believe it's you, Lord. Well, stick your finger in my side. The spirit have flesh and bones like idols. We're going, like the apostle always say, we're going to be extraterrestrial men. They're going to see us with power. They're going to see us in the flesh having power. They ain't going to be no, they ain't going to be like, who is that bothering us? They're going to see those same faces that they sit in and that they denounce on earth.
Yep. And they're going to find out that the Lord, just like Apostle always, the bar always say, he'd be like, you niggas is comical. It's going to be a comedy. To see the downfall of the nations. For us, it's going to be a good time. We're going to be glad. Of course, we're going to be frightened when it happens. You know, if we make it in the chariots when the missiles drop, but when we come back and take over the other nations, we'll be cracking up, whooping ass.
It's all gonna be full of spirit, mentality. What did it say when the Yahawashi come back? All those that they gonna every eye shall see him.
Mm-hmm.
What is he gonna look like? Some invisible, just floating spirit cloud or
a fucking floating orb or some shit.
Every eye shall see him. And it said what? They shall see him as he is.
Done.
And it says those that pierce him shall see him, right? They know what he looked like back then. He's gonna be invisible, but he gonna show himself for those people that pierced him back then.
They know damn well they know what he looked like. He came back and walked the earth for a good minute after he was written back from the dead. They know what he looked like.
They're gonna be like, oh, that's the one.
Damn.
He pierced. It says, for he had put all things under his feet. But when he had all things put under him, it is manifest that he is expected, which did put all things under him. And when all things shall be subdued under him, then shall the Son also himself be subject unto him that put all things under him, that God be all in all. So he got to be subject to the Most High too. Yeah? It's a power structure, man. It's all the orchestration of the Most High. We're going to get the moon pieces too, like the Most High when we get in the kingdom of heaven. We're going to be telling the heathen, hey, we're going to be pointing and telling them what to do. Moving in like chess pieces. Esau, you over there in the pit. You my chess piece that's going in the pit. You're going to be God once again. Yeah, you are God, but you said God like you anyway. Now Esau is a God in a way that where he's exercising his power. Like when the Most High said he's going to break the staff of the wicked, break the teeth of the young lion, their military and everything, then they don't have no more power. And then the staff of the wicked is going to be broken. exercise godly power, I should say. They're in a position to exercise godly power. That's why they're able to put a man in jail. They're able to make laws that we're not cool with. You know what I'm saying? You can't do nothing about the laws that they make and shit. You know? What if they say, hey, women is gonna be the head of the house now? Any man that say they the head of the house, they're gonna be, you know, because of the abuse of women, we're gonna just be like, damn, we gotta deal with this shit, man. You know? When Obama signed the gay rights bill, we couldn't do nothing about that.
Nothing. Just had to deal with it.
Yeah,
That's part of that suffering. That enduring to the end, enduring in this wicked world. We know that we hate being here.
Yep. Said they hated their lives to death. It says Psalm 8 and 6. That says, Psalm 8 and 6. Out of the mouth of babes and sucklings hast thou ordained strength because of thine enemies. See? That's what we're talking about too. It said, when I am weak and I am strong. Esau considered us weak. He considered those nations weak. He considered the Most High doing put the power on them nations to rise up like Esau. Now them North Korea talking shit. You know? China's talking shit. Afghanistan be talking shit. Iran be talking shit.
Russia just said they no longer have people in there. So it's going down. You know, they getting everything set up. You know,
and that's going along. That's going along with America being made bare because she ain't got no allies. She ain't got no patriotic following no more.
And they don't understand that it's gonna come to that point where it's straight lawlessness in the streets. Yeah, just like over there in Bangladesh right now. If you out there at a certain time and not supposed to be out there, you getting shot on sight. Yeah, they shooting you on sight. They ain't asking no questions. Nothing.
And that's why they stirring up this spirit of, you know, controversy with Trump and all that. Like, anybody could be a sniper, or, you know. You watch yourself, and hey, it might have a curfew like Bangladesh. What did Trump say? Something similar when he said, "You see these flash mobs, shoot them on sight." See somebody robbing a jewelry store, shoot them on sight.
We know he had that article that was talking about him bringing back guillotine, mass shooting.
Yeah.
That's all publicized. Public hanging.
That's that old Roman shit.
Babylon, right?
Babylon. That's Roman shit. Look at them torturing devices that Rome had, similar to America. You know? And they had. That's why we fear the Most High, because He's the one that puts it in their minds to do what they think by sending His evil angels to give them a thought. Most of them, they go down to Egypt for help and not asking me. They want Trump making off. And he said that trust in horses because they are many.
You know what we tell Jake, be careful what you listen to. Yeah, you just might get it.
Yeah, man. It says that thou mightest still the enemy and the avenger. And I consider thy heavens the work of thy fingers, the moon and the stars which thou hast ordained. Yeah, that's the Most High's creation. So-called white man didn't make none of that.
None of that shit.
He didn't have no nuclear galactic spheric plasmatic instrument to make the moon and stars and all that.
With all these goddamn words.
Yeah. CERN and shit. Let it be 10 years later, they're gonna say the CERN made the moon, sun, moon, and stars.
They already saying China's moon made a solar it made like a what do we call it?
Solar energy.
It made like it made a gravitational pull around itself. So now they talking about really harvesting, fusing and shit. These people really think they're the most high. Artificial shit.
Yeah. They use the Most High's energy.
Energy was already made considered before you.
It says, and they don't believe in reincarnation, so they can't even go back and say, in the beginning we were those people too.
Yeah.
But they don't even believe they were here before.
Yeah, they say reincarnation don't exist.
Yeah. So y'all, this is y'all first time around. Let it be to y'all.
Yep.
So how y'all gonna just automatically know what's going on from the beginning of the world if y'all don't believe in reincarnation? It says, thou, what is man that thou art mindful of him, and that the Son of Man that thou visited him, that thou hast made him a little lower than angels, thou hast crowned him with glory and honor. Yeah. Yahawashi is top angel, he made a little lower than angel. And he went through his duty on earth. He fulfilled his word that he got from his father, and how his father took him down to do his will. So, and he showed us by coming back. I mean, being resurrected and then coming back also the second time. But best believe, if he wasn't coming back, it'd be over, man. How you gonna fight against the military of Esau? Jake ain't even got a pistol in his house hardly. How you gonna fight against military might? Again, who knows how many soldiers they got? But hey, come on, man. And then they got allies. The allies they got left, they got them too.
Ain't no way we fighting, Jake. We can't even keep the damn tires on the car all the way aired up. This should just somehow be flat all the time.
Yeah.
Like, they get tired after 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Fighting somebody.
Yeah. Like, Jake, man.
Jake run from the cops. He get
down the street.
Not even a block he arrest. Like, yeah.
Breathing hard and shit.
Like, at least be able to run like these track runners and shit. If you gonna be able to steal it, you gonna be stealing shit.
I'm like, Jake, I'm too big for all that. I ain't gonna run. Yeah. I'm just,
Jake don't put no. Yeah. Jake don't put effort into what he is with it. Like, if a nigga's a rob, if he's breaking people's houses, he should take up being a ninja or something. But you know what's gonna happen? By the time he take classes as a ninja, he gonna be a ninja. He ain't gonna be no person that breaking people's houses. Once you start getting into a certain craft, you become a master.
You got self-dignity.
Yeah, you be like, shit, what I gotta breaking people's houses for? I'm a damn ninja. Yeah, and then you start getting holes and shit. You be like, you a ninja? Yeah. Do backflips and jump into trees and all that.
The ninja stars hit the tree.
Yeah, you gonna be a celebrity. Yeah, you know how when they make YouTube videos, you know how easy it is to become a celebrity and shit. You could do a magic trick with cups and now you got a following.
Yeah, speaking of that, GMS and his likeness, he's into that real heavy. And he said how they get their black belt. It's like it be orange or whatever color, and they use it all the time until it's just straight black. From all the workouts they did and everything, that's how they get their black belt. Yeah. Just it being so damn dirty. Exercising, working and training it.
I mean, that's why I said exercise drop a little bit. It's still exercise. You become an expert in things. Ain't no way you're gonna be playing chess for 5-6 years straight and not be an expert in that shit. And the people that just start to play, you're gonna be like, I need another player because I need competition according to my level. So you know what? Most High gave Esau all this power. He's gonna give us spiritual power. That's how it is. That ain't unfair. Even though we're gonna be our power way exceeds theirs, But it's some dynamics to that too. Because Yahawashi was doing that, but he still went to the cross. So on this side, you might have a little power, but you still might get the head of it. I'm just thinking as a man too. I'll say that. But that's what Paul did. He was healing and all that. He still got stoned and all that. It says, "Thou madest him to have dominion over the works of thy hands. Thou hast put all things under his feet." So we're going to have Most High will power and dominion over the Most High. All these things, even his servant, even his creatures that are made to be our servants of these other nations. Because what? Going back to Adam, he got to have dominion over the whole earth, right? All the earth. And but he had to fall, creature subject to vanity, to learn the dynamics of all these things. You gotta be judged over. That's why I said be the judge of the smallest matters. It says Psalms 10:1. It says, "Why standest thou afar, O Lord? Why hidest thyself in the times of trouble? The wicked in his pride do persecute the poor." We're being persecuted. Jake don't think he's poor, man. Jake is in a very low state right now. $1,000 ain't shit. $10,000 ain't shit. $50,000, $60,000, $100,000 to open up a business. Shit, you gotta have to have a loan, man. If you open up a small business, and it's a physical building with attributes and all that, and you have $100,000 on you, open up a small business. I don't know, put $60,000 into it. You're gonna have to keep that business running. The money have to keep getting put into it. So your money gonna run out quick. And you need somebody interested enough in your business to keep putting money in your pocket.
You gotta go get permit for the land, get approved.
You gotta get approved, permit. So you gotta sell according to. If they say, well, shit, no. Or all these competitive businesses. You be like, you might have to have a little shack in the back and shit. They be like, why nobody come to my restaurant? Because everybody going to Kentucky Fried Chicken or McDonald's and shit. They don't even see your shit back there. You have to pass out flyers and shit. Yeah, invite you. First people you in college, your family, y'all come down to Nipsey's.
Nipsey chickens.
Yeah, Nipsey chicken and waffles. And then if they continue, if you get busy, there's a big ass orders coming through and they like your chicken and waffles, you're gonna be like, yeah, I gotta hire employees. I only got 2 cooks. So you're gonna have to have a staff of people. And then you're gonna have to please the people that come to your restaurant. They're gonna be like, this food is nasty, it's cold, flipping over your I never eat this restaurant and reported this shit. All you need is one carrot to knock down your whole business. You think a black person can come and eat all Costco or something, Walmart, and shut that whole shit down? They're gonna be like, this customer is interrupting my business, and they'll come and get you off the property. But let that be the other way around, carrying into your business. Well, sir, we do need to inspect your business. wicked boast of his heart, that the wicked in his pride do persecute the poor, let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. Yeah. It's unseen devices that they work with too. And the device of the MOTP. And don't think the concept of the MOTP is new. They've been flying and on this thing for a long ass time. You think they're gonna put conceptual work into this thing and not do it?
They've been working on that for years. You know, they've been running tests on animals and people and all types of stuff before they even had Elon Musk come out with them saying that they putting it in people. There was many tests made before that. What do you think happened to a lot of these people that's gone missing? That's probably what they doing to some of them.
You know, like all the Outer Limits that we watched based in 1980s. It's all about the chip.
All of them, like damn near every episode.
Every episode.
About the putting
It's 150 episodes. And they mostly about the chip. About the chip, or actually somebody a chip being put into a brain.
Or like some people dying and going into the spirit world.
Yeah, or digital AI simulation, and trying to resurrect through simulation AI.
They made the first iRobot. That's what we see. Yeah, they made the show. They made an episode called iRobot before.
Yeah, iRobot is nothing new. Matrix is nothing new.
Yeah,
they got that Neo and Trinity thing from I don't know from Outer Limits, but it was the characters just like that. You know, cell phones is nothing new. They had that in the 1930s, maybe even before. Transmitters, radios, and shit. Them dealing with frequencies. They had that back in the old world too. What do you think those pyramids was about, man? And what you call it, the magicians and people like that, you know, they was dealing with forces and all that. You know? Dealing with powers on the left-hand side, witchcraft. You know? Different positions that people are in and placed, and they was doing all that shit, man. Nothing new under the sun, man. So Jake think all this shit like we advancing and shit. This is basically going back to the caveman days. You gonna be if you got a chip put in you, you gonna be a damn android and shit. Like the Outer Limits had and shit. They was confusing. People were confused because they like the androids start having feelings, so-called having feelings and shit, like crying and shit. He's like, nah, but what are you talking about? Androids don't cry, robots don't cry, but I do cry. I am programmed to love you. I'm programmed to cry for you. No.
I look at him and say, shut him down.
Yeah.
Shut it down.
Then you slap her and then a piece of her skin come up and the robot starts smoking.
Y'all seen the Creator? Creator. Oh
Yeah.
Robots have emotions.
Yeah.
He over there trying to take looking for digital boxing.
Yeah. And even I Robot, Will Smith, he's like, did you murder him? And you know, they was trying to get him on the case of the first robot murderer. And then he had facial expressions like he was getting angry and shit. Like robots ain't supposed to get angry and shit. They had this the brother posted this video of a robot that he's tired of shit. and some plantation there he was at.
Like, bro, what captivity you been in, bro? Get out of here, man.
Like, damn, the damn robots. Because you say you feel shit don't mean you feel nothing. You don't really feel nothing, bro. But he's all wants to make people believe they can. You got Denzel's son. Oh man, chasing digital box, man. Started in the movie, chasing digital box. You gone, Jake? If you replace it, hey, we get on our women a lot. the ratchet of our women, but I ain't fucking with no damn robot, man. Some AI inflation and shit in your living room.
Yeah, guy at work was talking about he be messing with that virtual reality. They got another called the Blair Witch Project. It's a whole nother, it's like you in a wicked situation. They enticing Jake. You can still up right here. They enticing Jake to like stay in that, you know, that mind state of loving technology and wanting to merge with it. Because that's what AI is supposed to do. It's supposed to make you feel like you're really there. You know?
And it's confusing Jake's mind.
Yep.
He's caught in between not knowing what is real and what is not. Like shit on TikTok, the people be like, if people are making their death and everything, you know? This nigga smiling in the casket and shit. He's like, I saw him smiling and shit. They trying to get money. You know? He rolled out his casket and shit. Like, damn, we still got the camera on. Shit. Because everybody want money now and shit. You know, crying and shit, making sure you see their kids and shit. Everybody feeling gushy about everybody and shit. And these are wicked people. You look at their TikTok videos and shit, twerking and shit, talking about shooting niggas and selling drugs. Going out, man. Living in a bugged out world. For the wicked boast of his heart's desire, his mind's desire. Keeping us enslaved. You know, he got a whole blueprint of how he wants the world, man.
They promote folly too, just a bunch of this dumb shit that don't mean nothing. You know, just playing around.
A lot of this, like we said, a lot of this, like the brothers were mentioned too with Trump. That's comedic shit, man. Ronald Reagan, the actor and shit, man. John F. Kennedy sniffed drugs and in relationship with Marilyn Monroe and shit.
It was some little young. They might have been some Jakes, but they was in Kenya, and it was like these little kids, and they did it. They act like Trump and shit. They had to stand up there talking, and then the shots go off, and all of them jump on them and shit.
Yeah, I saw that.
They clowning, man.
Yeah. But everybody knows it's fake. You know, everybody knows that shit's too weak. And these celebrities are done. They fake. Everybody finding out that they didn't been on the couch and all that gangster stuff. Most of it ain't real and shit.
Yeah.
It's just, America's just the worst place, man. It says the wicked, most of his heart desire, and blessed the covetous. Yeah. Whom the Lord abhors, man.
Yeah.
Bless the covetous. Like, yeah. Like he promote that shit. It says the wicked through his pride, the wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after God, man. He will seek after the Most High. You know? Why? Most High is not in all his thoughts, man. He's not thinking about the Most High when he designed this world, set out a blueprint for a new world order. Even when he promotes safety and security, he's not thinking about the Most High. Thinking about where can I put everybody so I can keep an eye on them and have them marked with the MOTP. This is all an experiment, man. Can the Negro survive? Keep his head above water. You know? I'll land. What this drug gonna do to the Negro? What this stimulus check do? Oh shit, niggas are barbecuing with the stimulus check. They the happiest in the world of stimulus check. All we need to do is give them stimulus check. If anything goes wrong, when niggas are ready to rebel, let's give them a stimulus check.
You know that's what they doing right now. They talking about they did a bunch of things about reparations. They trying to bring more reparations across the is slavery.
That's gonna be a
weapon when they institute the mark of the beast because it's like a what's it called, like a incentive. Something like that daily. It's like a monthly like cycle.
Oh yeah.
Whoever get it, they
get 2,000 a month.
Yeah.
Whatnot. You know.
Fixed income.
Fixed income. The mark of the beast. That's how you get Jay to come in first. You know, Jay wants Jay to do something. It's glorified.
And they do with the colleges, like student loans, benefits at your job, Medicare and all that, and health care, dental care. Because if you didn't go through these companies, you're gonna have to pay out the pocket. To get a tooth removed, that's about like $1,000, $1,200 a cap or whatever. They can't got that kind of money. So you be like, damn, I'm glad I'm at this job. Good. And then they're about to give me a raise. Yeah, I'm about to quit. Well, we're gonna give you a raise, sir. We're gonna make you a head of the office. Jake is the hardest working person after that. And shit. Like, damn, I'm the only one at the office. They're kicking their feet back and shit, man. What else did they do? His ways are always grievous. My judgments are far above out of his sight. Yeah, he's always grievous. As for all his enemies, he puffed up at them. He has said in his heart, I shall not be moved. I shall never be an adversary. He's all like, think everybody likes him and shit. That's why he's all in the jungle with the lion and hugging him and shit. That is not the case. And friends and trying to be like Adam and shit. He's trying to join all the religions together and all that. But what is his efforts and actions? Among all that religion stuff, he wants to capitalize with power of a new world order. You ain't never used Christianity as a card to buy anything or to have some kind of freedom in a place that you go where you have to pay for shit. Oh yeah, put that on. I'm a Christian. Can I get we don't care. You still gotta pay, sir. I've been a Christian for 5 years, and I've been paying tithes. Y'all can't let me go for a meal or something. No, you gotta pay like everybody else, sir. But the MOTP is gonna force you. You can't say, I'm a Christian, and that's gonna allow you to eat. But the MOTP will. They're gonna have everything locked up, so they're gonna be like shit. And then what? They say shoot on sight. Shit, you walk out of the store, and your groceries wasn't calculated by your chip. They might have a drone out there just shooting people as they come out the store. Clean the bodies up. And then people with the chip, they just gonna be stepping over the bodies like he didn't have his chip. Shit. I gotta keep moving. They're gonna make people become covetous, man. Coveting everybody's, like the lovers of themselves. Like shit, I got mine. You get yours, man. I can't loan you no money. You should have it on your chip. Because in the jail system, they got such thing as good behavior. They had a Black Mirror episode where you can have credit on your card, your chip, if you have good behavior.
Oh, damn.
You smile more. You might have like 2 credits added to your shit. They got abuse, jealousy, all that stuff. Rappers that every day get exposed. Celebrity world is falling. Those stars are falling. A lot going on, man. A lot continues to go on. That's why we out here to prophesy to let you know that as long as the prophets out there, some shit going on. You know? And Most High gonna make it continue to go on. He's the one that's doing it. He's gonna make it go on, you know? So a lot of things happening with Israel now. You know, that man. Hopefully it's been edifying, man. I love talking about angelic things, man, because we're gonna need that. Lord will. We can have some of that. We're gonna definitely need that. You know what I'm saying? I want some of that, Lord. Shit. Like that Neo thing. Can you dodge bullets? Well, when the time comes, you won't have to. So, if you got man on earth, all his might and power, you know, except for the military might that man got, mostly dying over gun violence. Well, not so much now. It's equaling out now. Now it's cancer and HIV and different things like that. And we always pray for brothers because they poison the food and all that every day. They put poison in the deodorant. They put try to find the most natural ways and natural resources. And brothers have tapped into those resources. So get in touch with brothers to know, if what things to eat or what products to use. What water to buy, maybe. We ain't trying to be over righteous and shit. We gotta maintain our health, man. That's our bill. This devil is out to destroy, like John 10 and 10. The thief come not, but to steal, kill, and destroy. And remember it said the earth is gonna be quiet? We ain't gonna hear all this shit. Muffling and shit, cars and shit. The earth is gonna be quiet.
The music would be gone low.
Yeah. Yeah. That was the music. We're gonna hear that noise and worrying about things out of order and chaotic and shit. That's what they trying to make Jacob crazy. That's what a lot of that out of limits shit. They was going crazy, man. But they couldn't figure out what. They just have a dream, or they hear voices in their head because they got the chip in their head and shit. Yeah, that shit is crazy.
All in them shows, man.
Yeah. Anyway, that's a good thing to watch too. The Outer Limits, man. Watch the ones from the 1985.
Yeah, they on the Roku channel.
Yeah, they on Roku channel. Yeah.
And service on Roku. What streaming service? It's just like on the free movies or whatever.
Yeah,
I got Roku. That's all.
Yeah. Yep. Outer Limits, man.
You can't find it, tap in.
Yeah, tap in. Yeah. Anyway, hopefully it's edifying, man. Give all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Rawchaa, Bahasham, Qadash. Rawchaa, Yahawah, Barak, Rawchaa, the one to Bahasham, which is great news so much out there. For the hopeful election, we elect extended families, elect man, woman, and child, before Congress, man. Hopefully we prevail and enjoy the dream.